In today's topic, so it looks like P. Diddy was found not guilty. So if you've been following around the P. Diddy trials for a long time, just like I have, but some trials I did not see it, but let's see why P. Diddy was found not guilty today. So let's see what's going on.
Let's go back to Rahema Ellis, because I know you have some more information about what's happening in the courtroom right now, Rahema.
Absolutely. The jurors they've told the jurors they should come back into the courtroom. The judge has also addressed those in the courtroom, telling them that they should maintain decorum when this verdict is read. We have the verdict, we're told, on all 5 counts now. Combs is seated. His head is down. The defense team is standing right now. The word in this that we're getting from our producers is that the tension is palpable inside that courtroom. Again, the defense is standing. The jury is coming in. You can only imagine the kind of tension. Again, Combs is seated. His head is down. Everyone is quiet. Everyone is.
I've heard that somebody saying from a couple of videos ago, a couple of weeks ago, saying that all this evidence that they've gathered, they might have it, but there's only that one juror on the stand that will not agree with the rest of them, and it will set Diddy free. I don't know if this was the case or what happened, but I just think that it's one of those situations where one person disagrees with everyone, and then the whole case is thrown off. I just think that is that same coincident or something. So let's find out what's really going on, and because all the charges that they're putting him on, they look like they had evidence to back it up. And when they say that he's not guilty, some of us are confused because we saw the evidence, we saw everything, the testimony was there, people testified, and some of the people had evidence, and him not being found guilty, it's surprising.
What?
These crimes.
So there are 2 of the 5 counts that are for sex trafficking, one for sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, the other for sex trafficking of Jane Doe. Each of those counts carries a mandatory minimum, meaning the judge cannot go lower than 15 years in prison.
Christy, I'm gonna interrupt you. Forgive me. We have the first verdict on count 1, racketeering conspiracy. How do you find the defendant not guilty? And so now they'll move on to count 2. Count 2, how do you find the defendant not guilty? That is the sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. On count 3, which is Mann Act transportation involving Cassie Ventura, guilty. Count 4, sex trafficking of Jane, not guilty. Count 5, Mann Act transportation of Jane, guilty. So a mixed verdict here. Not guilty on 3 of the charges, guilty on 2 of the charges. Lisa, your reaction?
Well, this might explain the sort of confusion that we...
Yeah, that's all that we saw when this case was presented. Because as I, who live in a whole different countries, and I don't understand what's actually going on in other countries and their laws, South Africa and America have 2 different laws. So when they say he's not guilty, he's found guilty on 2 counts, and 3 others he's not guilty. So, well, some of us who were watching the case, we thought he was guilty because they even presented the evidence to show that he's even guilty, and they were so there was they refused him. Yeah. So as some of us who were watching the case, we saw that evidence was presented and there were witnesses 8 men and it's like 4 women, 8 men and 4 women. I don't know why are there so many men than women, because I just thought that let's not just get into it, because I don't want this video to get bent down or something. So as this case goes on, he's only charged with 2 counts, and the 3 other counts are not valid. He's found not guilty. So I found this this clip on the internet. He wanted to get a bail, and then the judge refused him to get a bail. So let's see what's actually going on. It's actually from months ago. Yeah, it's now.
Sean Diddy Combs has been denied bail after the verdict in his sex trafficking case, and here's how he took the news. According to NBC News reporters in the courtroom, Combs appeared, quote, deflated as his hopes of going home were seemingly dashed as his lawyers attempted to convince Judge Aaron Subramanian to release their client ahead of his sentencing. In his ruling, Subramanian cited Combs' years-long pattern of violence as a reason for him to remain behind bars, adding that he continues to be a danger to others and unable to follow the law. Arguing that Combs, who pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, as well as transportation to engage in prostitution, was acquitted on the 3 most serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, and only.
So I know this is a whole different kind of video that I've ever made, but let's bear with me here. So the serious kinds of charges that they were supposed to pin on him, they weren't pinned on him. They only took the menial ones. Some of us thought Diddy was going to stay in jail for a long time, so I think he wanted to get a bail, but the judge refused him bail. So subscribe to find out more what's actually going to happen with this case. So guys, this is the end of the video. If you like the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I release a video every day. Watch this video next. It's about to pop up. Pieces out.